We're with Demon senior basketball player DeQuan Hicks, who plays his final home game of the season on Saturday afternoon with the Demon basketball team taking on Oral Roberts. Q, 2 years here, a lot of fun, a lot of good memories. NCAA tournament for the team last year, possibly again this year. Tell me what you're going to tell people about your experience as a Demon basketball player.
It was just really, it was a great time. I had a great time here. I mean, I got treated like I was family. So, I mean, it was a good look, especially being from Wisconsin, as far as I came down here. So, and most importantly thing is looking for a family away from your family.
What do you want people to remember about you, the person, and you, the player?
Let me see. That's a good question. I say my personality, I'm goofy on and off the court. I'm easygoing and I'm cool to talk to.
Okay, and as a player, how do you think people are going to remember you?
As the wild boy, the workhorse, just me giving it my all every time I'm on the court, even when I'm on the bench cheering my team on.
All right, you walk in a situation as a junior college transfer, not knowing any of these guys. Now you are wrapping up your career, obviously with some close relationships. Talk about what those relationships mean to you.
I mean, it's always nice to make friends far away from your hometown, just if you ever want to get away or want to just take a vacation. It's always good to have close friends, and I have a couple of them that I'm fortunate enough to be around, so it's a big help, especially going through the change within the 2-year span. So,
what can you say about the other guys who are seniors?
I think they're gonna miss it as much as I will. College basketball, even though we had our pains and coaches going through everything, we still stuck together. So I mean, I think they're gonna miss it as much as I do.
All right, and finally, how far do you think this team can go if things go right?
Sky's the limit, honestly. We can go as far as we take ourselves. That's just how if we don't take it, if we feel we can't go past the next game, then we're not gonna better go past the next game. But if we believe that we can go all the way to the NCAA Final Four, then that's what we're gonna do.
All right, I said finally, but I lied. Where will we see DeQuan Hicks 10 years from now?
Hopefully on your TV screen somewhere. If not, probably just back home, being a family man, that's all.
Any idea what you want to do once basketball ends?
Start my own clothing line.
Well, that shirt gets you in the right direction.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Q. We're with Gary Stewart, a senior on the Demon basketball team, playing his last home game on Saturday against Oral Roberts. Gary, you've been here for 4 years. Hard to sum up 4 years at Northwestern and with the Demon basketball program, but try.
Well, it's been a great experience. I mean, like I said, I've been here for 4 years. I was just thinking about it, the other day, just remember my freshman year until now. I think a lot of things have changed about me, and just I think I've grown since I've been here, became more of a leader on the court and off the court. And I mean, I've cherished the time that I've been here. I mean, I've made great friends and got to play basketball at a Division I school for 4 years, so I feel like it was a great opportunity for me.
What have you learned about yourself that really surprised you?
I've learned that I really can deal with adversity, just mainly this year, with the injury and all, and still just coming back from it. I feel like I've made a great comeback to me in my eyes. I feel like I'm back to 100% and just fighting through it. I feel like it's something that I proved to myself and to a lot of people that I can do it.
All right. What do you feel like people are going to remember you for here at Northwestern?
I know a lot of people probably remember me just for being a student athlete first. I feel like I've left an impression on the court and in the classroom as well. And just being a genuine good guy. I mean, I try, to be friendly to everybody, and, I feel like when I'm on the court, I give it my all every time that I'm out there, and I just feel like people remember me. Like when you say Garrett Stewart, they'll be like, yeah, he was a good guy on the court and off the court.
What do folks outside the program not know about you, either in the way you conduct yourself or in what you do on the floor?
I kind of think that a lot of people probably will just think that a lot of things come easy for me because, I do have good grades and I'm still playing ball and maintaining, things like that. But it really doesn't. I mean, I work hard at it. I mean, I study a lot. I stay in the books, and on the court, I mean, I feel like this year I've been in the gym more than, any other year, just simply because my injury, and just my work ethic. I don't think people really realize how hard I do work and how hard I have worked to get here. So just me working hard for it.
All right. What will you tell people 6, 8, 10 years from now about your experience with the basketball program here and at Northwestern?
I'll probably tell them that, I honestly tell them that it wasn't easy. A lot of people from the outside look at it, oh, well, he's a college athlete playing basketball, so it's, school was easy for him, but I honestly tell them that it wasn't. It was a tough 4 years. I mean, just anybody would say that coming from, high school and being the star player and then coming to a college where you got other star players and, you gotta share that spotlight. So it's been a tough road for me, but I honestly think that it made me into a better person and just made me into who I am today.
What's the biggest takeaway from this experience that's going to serve you well the rest of your life?
Just probably family and friends. I feel like being here and going through some of the things that I did go through made me realize that my family was a big help for me, was a big motivator for me. And, coming down into your last games of your senior year, you start to focus on your future and how you can help your family and provide for them. So it just made me realize that my family is something that I really do cherish and put them first in my life. All
right. You just mentioned moving forward from here. When basketball ends for you, how do you see yourself in 5, 10 years down the road?
I really honestly just see myself, I want to have, I would love to play ball after college, but, just with the way things have been going and my injuries and, just me having, bad knees and things like that, I honestly just probably see myself having a nice job. I want to be successful, but if not, I'm going to work hard at it, try to provide for my family. And I probably see myself somewhere in Dallas, trying to get a job in the psychology field or things like that.
All right. Patrick Netherton, the radio announcer, calls you the old man at the Y. Tell me what that means.
He basically started calling me that around my sophomore, junior year. Everybody called me that because, it's just hard for me to get it going and get loose on the court. Sometimes I don't ever get loose, so and it's just the way that I play. Like DeQuan said, I move kind of slow, but I'm efficient with it. So he just called me the old man at the Y.
Okay, and you've got to feel incredibly gratified at the way you're finishing this up, having a really good run back to who you've been during your 4 years.
Yeah, I'm extremely thankful. I couldn't have done it without God. I mean, I turned it over to him when I did get hurt, and he he got me back to where I am now, and you know, my coaches also and my teammates just for, you know, pushing me and, you know, believing in me to get back to where I am now. So, I mean, it's nothing that I did myself, you know, it's just for everybody else's support that I feel like I'm back to where I am now.
Okay, you've got 3 other seniors who you'll always be grouped with in Q, Patrick, and Brison. Talk about those guys.
Man, I mean, like, we just our brothers, you know. We have our ups and downs, you know, we argue. Sometimes we don't like what the other one says or does, but at the end of the day, I feel like these seniors, I feel like I keep in contact with them for the rest of my life. I mean, you know, me and Patrick, we're just like an hour and a half away from each other. And, you know, Brison, I'm pretty sure we'll still talk, text message and stuff like that. And Q, you know, I still keep in contact with him. You know, I really do think he will be overseas playing ball somewhere. So, you know, I try to keep up with him and things like that. So, you know, whatever, I wish the best for all of them.
All right. What's the one thing, as you look back on your career, that you're going to be able to immediately tell people, I did this?
Be a winner. I feel like my 4 years here, I've came into winning seasons, went to the conference tournament each year, won 1 ring and trying to get another one, and I feel like we're going to, you know. I'm not going to sell us short at all, so I just feel like that's one thing I can look back and say that I was a winner.
And I thought it was going to be, I'm Brison White's teammate. Thanks, Gary.
Yes, sir.
Well, senior Brison White, a young man from Wichita, Kansas, has been with Northwestern for 2 years and has certainly become a fan favorite. Did that very early in his career. Brison, last home game Saturday, last games in your career coming up, hopefully in a few weeks, not next week. Talk about what your best memories are of Demon basketball.
My number 1 memory would have to be winning the championship last year and going to the tournament. That was overwhelming. Probably my second favorite would have to be the first home game when I kind of like got to play, and it was kind of like I finally got a feel of how electric the crowd was, and definitely my first dunk. That was big time because no one still believed me, but it was.
That's something that is certainly going to be the trademark that you'll be remembered by, is your leaping ability and your dunking ability. How tall are you?
5'10" and a half.
Okay. All right. Your mother was a high jumper in Wichita State?
Actually, she ran track.
Ran track?
Yeah.
Okay. So you did, you had some fast twitch going in the genetic pool. That's
yeah.
good. But there's more to your game than that. And talk about what else you do well as a basketball player that sometimes gets overshadowed by the spectacular nature of your dunking.
I think my athleticism plays a big part, because my athleticism it allows me to be fast. Kind of, you know, I like the fast breaks, and it's kind of like being in a lot of places at one time. Or just my awareness. Coach Mike always talks about my court awareness and my basketball IQ, and I think that plays a big part in playing basketball, especially at this level.
Everybody wants to finish well, and this senior class is certainly doing that, and you are doing that. You're having a sensational run to end the season, shooting the ball great, defending. You just had a career high in assists at UNO. How has that happened at this right time?
God. It's just perfect timing. I've always been taught that timing was everything, and it's not always going to be when you need it. It's going to be when He, you know, kind of wants you to have it, and I understand that. And I just see that kind of how this winning streak is kind of going on with us being 9-2 in the last 11 games. I got to see us all like kind of gelling together at the right time, because Coach says we get championship teams get better each single week, and I feel like we're doing that, and that's all God.
Obviously, you've been a center of attention the last couple of weeks with the dunk contest voting. I know that's something that was exciting and very humbling to you as well.
Yeah, it's something I can take with me when I leave, and that's what I was telling another reporter, that like I can take that with me. And my mother was telling me that nobody can take it from me. So he's like, even if you don't get the results you want, just know that you're blessed, and just always keep a smile on your face. Just know that nobody can take the situation from you.
This team has had its ups and downs. and you guys gathered yourself in midseason and now are really still getting to where you want to be. What did it take to pull things together right there in early January?
Us realizing that this is our last shot. Not necessarily just the seniors, this is the whole team. Like, don't let 1 year go by. Like, even to the freshmen, there was a message they learned. Like, not letting 1 year go by, why not try to be successful the whole time? And we just kind of looked each other in the eye and kind of like told ourselves, like I would tell me that it's time to kind of like, you know, look at myself and see what I can do differently. And we each did that. Instead of pointing fingers, we kind of like blamed ourselves and took it upon ourselves to get better each day and lock in and be focused to become better teammates. And the record shows.
You and Jalen on the lob passes have a particular rapport. How did that develop, and does that make you guys close off the court?
Yeah, Jalen's actually my best friend, like off the court. Like I can take Jalen anywhere, like out of school, that's still my best friend. And it's just chemistry, like us playing with each other. I'm so comfortable playing with him, I'm relaxed. Like when he has the ball, I know that we're safe, and I'm pretty sure he feels the same way. Like it's just a humbling feeling to meet such a good person like that, and he's a better teammate than anything.
Now, you had some beautiful assists on Saturday night. Did you kind of compare notes with him after and say, "Hey, I got you today"?
Yeah, definitely. He definitely heard an earful from me. It was kind of like he kind of teases when he dunks in practice. He kind of blames it on the Brison White flight school, and I blame it on the Jalen West Skills Academy when I get a lot of assists.
All right, what are you going to tell family, friends, 5, 10 years from now about this experience?
That is the best. It was the best I've ever been a part of, and I wouldn't say I regret was going to junior college. Like I wish I would have been here all 4 years so I can experience that passion that Gary Stewart and Patrick Robinson have. Like that passion, because me and DeQuan don't really experience it because we came here and we won. Like we didn't have to like kind of like battle, because last year was, you know, it was a great year, but I can tell them that it was a great experience and I will never forget it ever.
I can assure you, we wish we had you for 4 years. There's no question. What is the future for Brison White?
Well, I'm actually studying to be a social worker in memory of my grandmother, because she was one. I've always dreamed of playing professional basketball. I'm a big fan of overseas basketball. Kind of keep up. I'm proud of James and what he's doing, James Hoban, and I want to keep playing a game of basketball because I think I'm pretty good at it.
All right, is there something we haven't seen from Brison White on the basketball floor that we might still?
As far as like a dunk or something, or
anything at all?
Anything. Well, Coach Mike always tells me the sky's the limit, so I guess you have to wait and see, because I don't know.
Well, I think every opponent we play could tell you the sky is something you seem to get to. Thanks, Bryson.